China. I've lived here for 3 months now, and it's difficult to express my feelings for this place. On one hand, it's a country of long history and fascinating culture, of beautiful mountains and vibrant populations. On the other, China can be very, very frustrating. There's a phrase among foreigners used to describe those days when everything just becomes too much, when the last thing you want to do is cram onto a crowded bus or step outside into the sulfurous, pollution-filled air. We call them bad China days. On bad China days, it's easy for culture stress to loom so large that it blots out everything positive about living here. On bad China days, it's easy to forget that there's more to this country than crowded spaces, dirty streets, and communication barriers. You look at a culture that puts so much pressure on its children to succeed, or that seems to think so little of sanitation, and you just have to ask why. But then, I go to school every day and see the grins light up the faces of my kids, and I realize I see myself in them when I was young. I've realized that kids are kids no matter where you go. I've learned to look at people's faces, at their smiles, to realize that despite the cultural differences, I'm surrounded by people like me, with their own struggles and joys and fears. I knew so little of China's language, its history, its culture before I came here, and like most Americans, I had so many misconceptions. Living here, studying the language and the history has begun to reveal China to me as only living among its people can. And while there are times when I am still frustrated, I also feel an understanding for why China is the way it is. China has come a long way in the past decade and will only continue to grow economically and as a world power. So if you know nothing about China, I encourage you to examine it more closely through its people, its beauty, its history, before making any judgments. I still have a lot to process about my life here, but that was some of it. Thanks for watching.